Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the mysterious world of elves, creatures that feature in thousands of tales, legends, and even chilling accounts. You'll discover their origins, ancient beliefs, and astonishing, terrifying episodes preserved in the folklore of various cultures. So get comfortable, put on your headphones, and let's journey into the realm of shadows and whispered winds. In the oldest Norse sagas, there are references to beings called Alfar, the light elves and the dark elves. Light elves resided in the radiant Alfheim, where gems sparkled and the air was filled with the music of harps and flutes. In contrast, the dark elves, or Dukalfar, dwelled in the deep caves of Midgard's underworld, surrounded by eternal darkness. Ancient Vikings believed that the light elves could bestow inspiration and protection, while the dark elves brought illness and misfortune. The Celts called them the Tuatha de Danann, the people of the goddess Danu. After a great war, they were banished to the otherworld, though they occasionally returned to observe humans, or even abduct the finest among them. When Christianity spread, elves were gradually recast as malevolent spirits linked to the devil and all things unclean. Thus, the image of elves shifted from revered ancestral spirits to demonic entities to be feared. Light elves embodied beauty and artistry. Legends tell of their music healing wounds and their twilight dances bringing bountiful harvests. Yet their wrath was fiercer than any storm. To offend an elf risked inviting cold, cutting winds that could pierce both flesh and soul. Dark elves lived in shadowed chasms beneath the earth, their skeletal eyes glowing in the pitch-black depths. They could slip into homes to inflict fever or provoke sudden accidents. Folktales even spoke of elf shots, invisible arrows that struck people down into delirium or peaceful death at night. To ward them off, communities performed noisy fire rituals, hung bells on doors and windows, held night-long songs and dances around bonfires to scare the dark elves away. In elf mythology, nature is alive. In a remote forest near Mount Brocken in Germany, a shepherd once witnessed slender silhouettes dancing in the mist above the ground. Their voices sounded like wind whispering through leaves, and their footsteps never left a trace. The Celts believed in sacred springs guarded by water elves. Anyone daring to drink without leaving a ritual offering risked madness or illness. In northern Scandinavia, home elves known as Nisi protected farms. Forget to feed them on Yuletide Eve, and the Nisi might punish the household. Livestock fell ill, and mysterious footprints appeared on rooftops. In medieval Ireland, parents feared when their newborns grew weak and silent. Village elders whispered of changelings, elf children left in place of human infants, tests of love and devotion. To retrieve the real baby from the otherworld, they placed a mirror in the cradle to force the elf to reveal its true form, set a hot coal beside the child, elf kind feared fire, or took the baby to dawn mass at the nearest church. Some desperate families resorted to violence, believing it the only way to bring back their child. Archival court records from Essex recount a tragic case where ordinary people committed a heinous crime under the conviction they were dealing with a changeling. Elves are still seen today. A Norwegian farmer reported trying to move a massive boulder said to be guarded by elves. His tractor broke down twice and workers were injured. A group of tourists in Iceland vanished after spotting small white figures moving swiftly across the lava fields in the mist. They claimed to hear whispers but dared not look back. On Ireland's coast, a family left offerings of bread and milk at their window for the elves. The moment they stopped, a mysterious fire erupted in the night, leaving no clear cause. Elves symbolize the uncontrollable forces of nature and our primal fears of the unknown. They mirror our reverence for ancestors in the wild world. In modern culture, elves have been reimagined, from Tolkien's graceful woodland dwellers to the capricious fairies of Grimm's tales. Yet even in The Lord of the Rings, hints of their darker side emerge. Ghostly voices calling travelers deeper into the woods, cold gusts blowing from the shadow of ancient trees. Scotland, 1867, a small village by Loch Moor. Little Alice vanished one night. 3 days later, she was found deep in the forest, her eyes as empty as ice, her voice a soft, otherworldly whisper. Doctors detected no injuries or illness, only silence. A week later, her father disappeared during a fishing trip. The mother lost her mind, and Alice vanished again, never to be seen. Since then, Villagers hear whispers in the night, and no traveler dares pass that path. Friends, now you know that elves are not just cute forest dwellers, but powerful spirits capable of blessing or curse. If you enjoyed these legends, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and ring the bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos on otherworldly beings. Share in the comments. Have you ever experienced something unexplainable? What elf stories do you know? Until next time, beware the whispers in the darkness.